Today I'm going to talk about Reddit, which had earnings last night. And before we get into why it's up so much today, let's go back and look at the history of this chart. We see it was a new IPO last year. It had a very nice earnings gap in October that Revere was part of. Grotection bought a position in Reddit back in October of last year and did very well with this stock. In February, they had earnings and it had dropped and reversed after being up substantially in the aftermarket on news that they took a temporary hit to traffic from a Google search algorithm change. So the stock went into a free fall and came all the way back to its IPO base here and really has just built a new stage one base during the last few months. Well, last night they reported earnings and they beat by 136%. And they came out with revenues of 500 million, looking for 425 million. Their ad revenues were up 89%. Their gross profit margins were 90.8%, which was up 130 basis points. And they issued upside guidance for next quarter for revenues of 545 million versus expectations of 473 million. So you've got the trifecta of beats here. You've got the current quarter beat by over 100%. You've got gross margins coming in higher than expected, and you've got a huge upside guide for next quarter. Okay? So since this debacle with Google, the CEO came out and said that they've rectified this algo situation, and their growth obviously came out stellar. And what's nice about this particular play too is it's one of the few stocks out there not extended. Yes, it's up 20% today, which is a nice gap up, but it's well off its all-time highs. And if you look at the earnings, they're triple-digit sales and earnings growth. So this is really a classic can slim situation.